So I'm still with ACG and with the Chief Global Sales Officer, Mr. Shankar Gupta. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Same here. Absolute pleasure.
Where do you actually live, Shankar? Where's home?
I from Bombay.
You're
Dubai.
Bombay?
Yeah.
That's what I
Dubai.
call it as well, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Is that where the company's headquarters in India
The
is?
company is headquartered in Mumbai.
Okay.
Of course, we are a global company.
Yes.
And we have global offices, global factories. We have now 6-7 factories outside India, but it's headquartered in Mumbai.
Right.
And I sit with the corporate headquarters at Yogeshwari.
Jogeshwari, okay. And I guess you have a number of factories. Is it just all around India, or do you have one or two locations?
We have factories in all around India. We have factories right now in a place called Dahanu near Gujarat border. Then we have number of factories in Shirwal, which is near Pune. Then we have a factory in Pithampur. We are now going for a factory in Dahej, and then number of factories in Aurangabad. So India is coming. And overseas, we have two factories in Brazil, one factory in Croatia. Now we have acquired 2 companies in US. We have recently acquired a company in Dubai, and we're going for a big plant gelatin plant in Thailand.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the products that ACG make and where most of your sales efforts around the world are concentrated. But let's start with India. What's the market potential for the products that ACG manufactures in India?
We are a oral solid doses product provider to pharma industry. ACG is world's second largest manufacturer of hard gelatin capsules, and we are the largest manufacturer of capsule filling machine. As far as Indian market is concerned, being very humble, I can say that you want to make a pharma factory without ACG is very difficult, because we are the end-to-end in OSD, starting from capsules to films. Then the engineering business is machines and inspection systems. We are the only company in the world who provide this integration of consumables and machines.
Right.
There's no company worldwide who
Okay.
provides this integration. So we have a huge stake in the Indian pharma industry. We are with Indian pharma industry since the last 60 years of our inception. And I can tell that there is no Indian company which doesn't use any ACG product, which is a capsule, films, machines, or inspection system. So it's across with all Indian companies, and with the top companies, mid-level companies, and any of the small companies also. So
ACG is kind of like the go-to company for a lot of the pharma manufacturers, big and small, in the country.
In the country, and we have grown with the pharma companies like our bosses say that the manufacturers like Cipla, Lupin, they have kind of the way they have grown, and we have grown together with them.
Yeah, right.
These are kind of our partners for life.
Right. I think that's the key, because from whatever I've gathered is ACG look to build partnerships rather than servicing customers. Would that be a fair assessment?
Absolutely. We are partners with our customers, and we not only supply products, but the way we help them to develop their new product, help them to launch their product in the market, help the product in their complete life cycle. It's a complete partnership that we have with our customers. Yes, absolutely.
So, as part of being in India, we have various initiatives which have been started by the government, Make in India, and obviously the central government especially is looking to encourage companies to use India as a base for their global outreach programs and sales and manufacturing. What have been the hurdles? Have there been any hurdles that you face? Do you find resistance from companies abroad, customers abroad, partners abroad? Is there any kind of are people a little skeptical about the market that you're coming from?
People were skeptical, but things are changing. India, if I say about India, there are 2 industries from India which are truly global. One is IT and one is pharma.
Right.
And post-COVID, people have realized the importance of pharma industry from India, because when US required HCQS, India was the country which came up. Also, in terms of vaccine, there are only 3-4 countries in the world which manufactured vaccine, and India was one of them. 40% of US generic consumption in US, and now it's more than 40% comes from India. So people understand the importance of India as a pharmaceutical manufacturer, and that importance is not going to go. It's going to remain as long as generic is there. And even we go to branded, but still India is moving towards branded. Innovation is still less, but as far as generic is concerned, India is one of the global leaders. The challenge is to move from a volume to value. We are now 13th largest by volume, and 13th largest by value, and 3rd largest by volume. So challenge is there.
So you want to kind of not swap it around, but move from 13 again to 3 or 2 or even number 1.
Absolutely. So that's the challenge. But in terms of resistance, now that resistance is not there. People know that India is a manufacturer of quality product. In fact, some of the pharma plants that we have, in India are better than most of the multinationals. The manufacturing facility that ACG has, especially if you go to Shirwal, the component manufacturing facilities, our capsule manufacturing facility at Shirwal, Dahanu, which is the UHFD plant, you'll seldom find those kind of facilities with even overseas manufacturers.
Right. Yeah.
So India is now being recognized as a supplier of quality pharma products, and I hope that continues.
Yeah. So you said that the key really is moving from more generic, which is lower margin, one could call it that, to value-added products and services, because it's not just products.
Yes.
Because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes,
Absolutely.
which people aren't aware of. Right? Again, coming back to India as your market, what's the main opportunity and challenge that you face here?
Opportunity is immense. Opportunity is one side, the Indian pharma industry is growing.
Yeah.
Is growing at more than 10-12% because Indian consumption in India is growing, because middle class is growing. Even the tier 4-5 cities or villages are now able to afford medicine. So that's one side. Also, the government's new way of putting more generics in forefront of manufacturing is giving results. On the other side, our customers for many years enjoyed the kind of margins in US which is diminishing. So they are focusing back now on Indian market. So with both these, India, it's an immense opportunity for companies like us.
Right. Yeah.
And with focus on Indian government's focus on Make in India, especially on APIs, and more APIs are made in India, and Indian companies are becoming more independent. It's a huge opportunity for an organization like ACG in the Indian market, because Indian market will grow, and we expect to grow, with the Indian market. So I see the Indian market growing, even kind of growing more than 10-12%, or it will kind of overgrow itself.
So this is your first time at Pharma Pro and Pack
Yes.
in Hyderabad. What has been your experience thus far? I know we're only into day 2. We still have another day and a half to go. But what's it been like?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of background. I mean, when Alex came to me for the first time for this show, I wasn't very sure, because the manufacturers have been contacting me for long that, but we have in India, there's a big show that we participate. You all know what is that.
Yes.
And I was very skeptical that if another show we participate, what will be the, will we get the kind of return, or will it be useful for the organization, because it puts a lot of resources of the organization get into that. But then we had a discussion. I discussed with few of the competitors and few of my colleagues we have a lot of ACG colleagues fortunately in the industry,
Right,
with our company, and they said that they are participating, they are funding, and so finally eventually we took a call and we decided to participate. The experience has been, I would say that it is astonishing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good to know.
And I didn't expect this kind of response from the show. And maybe one of the reasons that after this, that great show has moved to out of Bombay, maybe the people in this part of the world are finding that difficult. And but whatever be the reason, the outcome is this show is just yesterday is outstanding. I mean, the kind of visitors that I'm seeing, the profile of visitors that I'm seeing, the number of kind of leads that we are getting, and the overall traction in the exhibition. And I have spoken to a few of the exhibitors out there. Everybody is saying this is absolutely different from what it used to be. So I think this show is grow in stature over a period of time.
Yes.
And this show has potential to become another
That's that. I think we appreciate those thoughts.
I think it will overgrow in terms of volume next year only. You will not be able to manage in this space.
Right.
It's very
Well, on that note, Shankar, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And it's been really enlightening for me, and hopefully for our viewers as well. I've been talking to Shankar Gupta, Chief Global Sales Officer for ACG.